adjustment we need, and that being the operative word need, is making sure that the loss bonus first stage should be $1,900, just to assist that CT side a little bit more. But as mentioned, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Group A lower bracket. One of these teams has to go home. Lynn Vision completely throwing their lead in the first map, 9-3 up. TYLOO Resurgence ending things 13-10 in regulation there. Great comeback, and whether they can get it done on Anubis is yet to be seen. The information we've got at hand suggests we're going to 3 maps, but time will tell. The all-important pistol is underway, and we'll see Lynn Vision starting on the CT side. That's TYLOO opting to start on the T side of Anubis, considered to be the most T-sided map we have in the pool right now, probably for good reason. And in terms of the T setup here, 1 smoke, a single flash, so it looks like maybe just a mid-push, smoke off the temple side, make the way in towards the A side, considering Mercury's position towards A main.
And again, these two teams have played each other so much that they probably have a lot of history to go back on and sort of a lot of tendencies that they each know. Good little smoke towards the camera room, and they're going to be making it all the way deep into the back line of the T side of the map here, or the CT side of the map. So let's see, a lot of running around Mercury. He's waiting for them. They are aware that he could be up here, so not immediately exposing themselves, but with a knife out, Emilia should be dead. Emoja going down. I can't believe that they get to live. The bomb is planted, but this is awkward.
Yeah, this is a very strange predicament now. It will be Lynn Vision with the opening frag, but still, you'd give the advantage maybe towards TYLOO. Certainly not anymore, as they drop frags left and right. It's a double kill with those dual elites here, and it's down to just Kaze. Mercury's been dropped. We'll see if there's anything left to be said here. He does do very well in getting the first few frags here, but he's running out of bullets. 2 left in the magazine, and it will be Lynn Vision. I think you're onto something there, Anders. The fact that they had all that information, they're pushing out of A main. The bomb was planted. They definitely should have had a 4-on-4 there, but they get absolutely wrecked by the dual elites of G. Gets himself 4 frags in total, and it will be Lynn Vision with another pistol under their belt. But bear in mind, TYLOO managing to get the bomb planted at the very least here, so they will be able to bring out Galils in the second round, so not all is lost here. It wasn't like Overpass where you didn't get the bomb planted, you're full eco, so not necessarily a gimme here in round number 2.
Also, just this is such a compounding error for the side of TYLOO, because if they had got Emilia killed when he was outside of the A bomb site there, they would have been able to, I think, isolate G. He got 4 kills at the end, but I don't think he would have been able to do that because he would have been pressured from behind. It would have been as easy with the dualies there, so just sort of one thing spiraling to the next round. But from the point of view of Lynn Vision, they're going to be quite happy with this getting a little bit of a better start. Otherwise, interesting, I suppose. I mean, they kind of got onto the site pretty cleanly, right? They only lost 1 player. They got the bomb down. They just had nowhere to go after that, unfortunately. So
yeah, the mid split as well. Smoking off towards camera, pushing the CTs back in towards Temple and CT spawn, then opting to fall back. As we mentioned, Mercury was outside, ready and waiting for the CT aggression to come through. He just doesn't hit his shots there. They were very aware of the prospect of being in that position, but he definitely should have had the first kill under his belt and would have alleviated a lot of pressure there, but wasn't meant to be. And TYLOO, as mentioned, will be forced by in the second round by virtue of the bomb plant, as they get 3 Galils, making 4 actually, and then 1 Tech 9 for Advent. So a bit of utility behind this, but we're mainly focusing on the firepower. Speaking of which, have we got an AWP this early on? We do. Now, this normally doesn't bode well. Like, whenever I see a second round AWP come through, you're always thinking, okay, this could actually collapse very quickly, but it's certainly unpredictable. As long as you play defensively and don't give them a chance to pick it up, I think it's absolutely fine. He sacrifices the helmet at the very least, but overall, pretty impressive. That's being brought out so early on. I guarantee them going into round number 2 here, as we see Mercury get some A-main control. Emilia, though, not going to allow it. Just drops the smoke and buys a little bit of time here.
I'm just as skeptical of those second round AWPs, and well, I don't know what it is. I guess it's just also because these second rounds have a tendency to be played, or can be played a little bit faster sometimes. You got the running Mac 10 or a Tech 9 or something like that, and when you don't have any helmet either, it can absolutely blow up in your face. So I guess we'll see if it's going to be a problem this time. Saka just completely exposed, nothing to the right of him, and he just goes down. I think Emilia's dead here as well. Might get 1 kill, but he's certainly going to get overrun. This is less than ideal. And now the problem is the AWP are maybe in the right position here, but still they're running out of players on the side. G, good kill, but Westmelon goes down, and now everything is open. 30 seconds left here. If they get G out of this round, they should be good to go. There's a little bit of a jiggle peek, and now they're all right behind him. That's a great no-scope, but I don't think it's going to change the round.
I think you might be onto something there. The Galils prevail, and they'll be able to recover the AWP at the end as well. So it gets a single frag, but it doesn't seem like it was the solution to the Galils here, as we see just poor old Starry, as he'll have to just probe towards CT spawn and make sure he's not being chased initially, but no choice but to save the weapon, and it's TYLOO bouncing back.
I've got to say, I don't mind Saka being a bit adventurous in the middle, but when Emilia's behind him, why isn't Emilia covering, you know, when he's checking the middle? Just step out a little bit further with the FAMAS. Maybe in a different world, you would have had a smoke down there so that Saka can actually go and check out the middle while there's a smoke up towards T side and middle. Either way, that I think was the foundational mistake of this round really coming out for the Lynn Vision side. Unfortunately for them, it's going to cost them a lot.
And this is the nightmare scenario we discussed in the pre-game, right? So this is where the $1,400 loss bonus become a real issue. If you do lose against a second-round force by virtue of the bomb, of course, it means you're at the bottom of the barrel of the loss bonus. So you might as well force, because everyone's got $1,400. You still would be very compromised going forward as well. So the book does tell you to force in this third round, but it really is a difficult position to recover. Good job from Starry to at least get one, and they are not fully investing here. We have got Zaka, who's fully sensitive with the pistol and Kevlar combo, but overall, pretty much eco from the rest of the players here. So they're going to have $1,900 into the next round. So, yeah, very conservative approach here. It's early on in the game. It's not like it's wrong. It's just most teams would force buy this second round.
That's a headshot through the side of the wall there. Otherwise, he would have been dead. They're still doing a significant amount of damage. Emilia might be very low on health here, but 3 versus 3. And Starry's moved out. See if he could catch anyone all the way nearly in T spawn. He does spot one. There's the headshot on the Jam Young. That's what you were looking for. And now it's got a little bit spicy here on the side of TYLOO. If they lose this round just to the mid-fight almost on its own, it's almost unforgivable. A lot of damage here. Starry's trying to juggle it. They come through the middle, and it's Emilia to go down. They're both on this side here. 2 versus 2. Starry, he should be dead already, but he's going to get the help from Saka to take down Advent. And it's just Mercury. 1 versus 2. He knows where they both are. He's going to throw away the AWP. And now, does he have anything to pick up even? It's a MAC-10, I guess that'll do.
Oh, it's gone so wrong for them. We even said this wasn't really a force buy. And the Desert Eagle of Starry completely shuts them down. There's no chance of Mercury here, and Lynn Vision take the lead. Thankfully did throw the orb outside the map there, but what an absolute nightmare of a round. They didn't even bring much more than a few Deagles, some P2000s, a 5-7, and they managed to make it work. Lots of mid-pressure applied there. TYLOO let that one slip away, and now they're in the driving seat. They need to decide whether they're going to be force buying it forward as well. But here's the kind of swing coming in from Lynn Vision. You can see how much pressure was applied. They start hitting their shots. They pick up a couple of rifles here, and then the flank from Starry as well was perfectly timed. They couldn't cover everything and hit some absolute bangers. So indeed, it will be TYLOO to force buy back in response here, but they are certainly on the back foot. Round 4, as Lynn Vision lead 2-1 here, looking to take us to a third map.
Well, we said they were in the nightmare position, but that's how you wake up really quickly. Second round on the board for Lynn Vision. Got a Galil, got an AK in the hand as a Moja. Mercury with the Galil going to be moving forward towards the site. Looking to see if he could, you know, have a little bit of a disruption here. They're really, really far back, though, on the CT side once again.
Yeah, the bomb's all the way back at T-spawn, so even with the A main control, there's not a whole lot they can do with it. They can't pounce. It's going to leave Mercury in position here towards the Rugs position, and less than a minute now. They do have a couple of smokes remaining. They have been focusing a lot towards the mid area, and it could be that same sort of pistol approach we saw before. Smoking off towards the temple side, presumably on this sort of round, and then trying to make their way in towards the A bomb site through camera. But you can see Zach in a nice defensive position. He's getting that information. He's got a swing from G as well, so the game is up. They're going to have to try and commit now with these Galils. Saved AK, and it's the opening frag for G. They are going to collapse in towards the A side. They're taking so much damage on Ruanders. I think they're done for.
Yeah, this has really been slowed down efficiently. Bomb. Don't even know if there's a really easy way to plant this one. Jam Young's in the middle holding to... Probably to hold them back. He's going to get that one. Not going to be picking up a shot for the smoke. Okay, they're going to get the bomb plant. This is better than I was expecting. True. It looked like they were really slowed down. They still have an AK on Kaze and Mercury with that one Galil. Not going to be falling back here. Not that many nades either on the CTs to retake this one with, so it's going to come down to some of these rifle fights.
Yeah, there's still a chance here for TYLOO. Not an amazing one, but they found a couple of frags. 2 versus 2 now. The bomb ticking at some pace as well as Zaka towards the heavens. He'll have to swing eventually. Mercury will find him. and then behead him as well. It's just going to be Zaka joined by Westmelon, but it will be TYLOO to steal the round away there. Finally, a bit of fortune for them here on Anubis. It's going to tie things up at 2-2. It's a T-sided affair. They usually don't win this against Lynn Vision as well, so they're keeping things neck and neck. That was a massive round for them to pick up there. And we'll have a look at the finances. I think Lynn Vision has sent packing once again, so the war of attrition has officially begun here, Anders, and they did take the more conservative approach, better in mind before, so no tactical timeout called. I think they certainly need one, lads. What are you up to? Take the tactical timeout if you'll be juggling weapons around after the freeze time.
Yeah, you do have that option.
Yeah, we've got four of them apparently. Yeah, so use them. That's not great to see. It will be fine. It's not the end of the world. Don't get me wrong, but still, like, you definitely weren't sure about what you wanted to do there. Let's discuss the options. Here comes that MAC 10 though. It's a huge round. TYLOO can pick this one up. It maybe gets them a couple on the board. So in terms of the investments, we are fully all in for 3 of Lynn Vision here. Oh God, Osier caught his pants down, and it will be the opening frag for Zaka.
He would have been so dead, Zaka, otherwise.
Yep.
He's got no helmet, so
True.
that MAC 10 would have destroyed him instantly. But with a nade in his hand, not what you're looking for. Boost up in the back here. It's something that people try to do a lot right when Anubis came out, and I think people disappeared or went away from it again because it's very dangerous if Molotov lands in there. Oh, Mercury just sleeping towards Dark, and he's going to be going down. Westmelon, I think, might have even spotted out Advent there. Might have had a bit of a read on it. Certainly very suspicious, you could tell. 5 versus 3. Lynn Vision are getting back into some of these rounds that they really have no business getting into, and it's a bit devastating for TYLOO because they could have been in a very, very good position right now, and instead they're having to claw their way back. It's some scary rounds coming out here. Emilia looking for an instant headshot. The main push is over on this side, and it always was, but still 5 versus 2 here, and about 20 seconds left.
And it looks like Starry is good for maybe 1. He does keep control of the situation. Not all is lost. The bomb will be planted presumably here, but it's a 4 versus 2.
No
now,
kit.
I guess, yeah, that's a very good point. The fact there's no kits here does make things a little bit more complicated, especially if both players make it towards the B main position. And you can't smoke them off, you can't smoke the bomb, and you're going to have to win out your duels here. And sure, you've got a few rifles, but they're Galils. So this one's not an open shut case. The bomb already ticking at some pace here as well. So, yeah, there's still a chance here. That smoke is interesting. What's the plan here? They're going to boost above it, I suppose?
Yeah,
They kind of have to, right?
That, or just hope that they get the lineups perfect. 10-second defuse on the other side. They're sitting in front. Wow, the lineups were absolutely perfect, Henry. They could have been better. This has been dismantled. That's how you do it. That's a trick we did not know about.
So I guess that is denying the fact you can't push through that smoke.
Yeah.
It is kind of acting like a force field there. So you know you've got the lineup already hooked up, and you can just spray them down. They almost certainly won't have a kid in that sort of situation as well, right? So, yeah, that's really kind of thinking on your feet. I thought they'd have to boost behind it, but no, they're just denying the CT's going to swing as a unit and have a diffuser going on there, maybe bring it down to a 2 versus 1 in their favor. The smoke was actually a bit of a masterstroke. I have to say, that was actually kind of beautiful. I didn't think that would be the play that would work out for them, but look how assertive they are in the spam of that C4. They looked like they knew exactly what was going on there, and it should be the full eco now for Lynn Vision. That war of attrition we mentioned, that's officially over, but middle has been a little bit difficult for TYLOO. This time it's a bit of a walk in the park here. All 5 players residing, and they don't give anything up whatsoever. That's more like it.
That was quick. What a start to Anubis. Back and forth we go. Now, finally, the war of attrition's been won by TYLOO, so they're going to come out on top of this one. Could have massive implications for the rest of the half here. That's just how it works on the CT side. They're going to be able to invest into this one, obviously, but yeah, they have to spin this round around really, really quickly. They can't afford to let TYLOO keep on with the run here.
Yeah, well, bear in mind in their first half of Overpass, they only got 3 rounds. They managed to win that. So now they've already got 4 Anders. So logically takes they're onto a bit of a banger here, but it will be G hitting just that as well. From the dark room of the AWP, you'll find Kaze to open things up. They didn't see it coming. That AWP has been a little bit unpredictable. We saw it in round number 2 as the second frag for Lynn Vision will come through. 5 on 3 overall here. It looks like it's a done deal at this stage unless they can thread the needle this MAC 10, maybe push a smoke. I've been trying to show a bit of presence, so the jig is up on that side of things. He will have an option here to fall back and join his teammates. The bomb's down in spawn. It just feels like there's nothing that really can be done here. They don't have the firepower, the manpower, the utility, nothing really.
Well, they won a 2 versus 5 in the previous round, but that was against much less equipment that they're currently up against. So
True.
3 on 5, doubt it's going to be particularly easy. And the clock is slowly running down. 55 seconds here.
Yeah, I think your best bet is here is try and make it a kind of a costly round.
Yeah.
For Lynn Vision. You're probably not going to win this one, but if you get like a couple of frags, a bomb planted, that might be enough just to keep Lynn Vision modest. Back towards middle we go, and as you might expect, we've got a very defensive, tensive hold, and the perfect peak coming in from Zake. Catches both of them with their nades out, and that's going to be Lynn Vision confirming the round as well. 30 seconds left for Advent at 0 and 5. I don't think he'll be getting the ace to close this one out, Anders. Just gonna say it.
It's doubtful. I'll join you on this one, Henry. I think it's a safe prediction. Yeah, whatever smokes or grenades that we're going to throw from the middle, they can probably throw most of them from outside of the double doors. They don't actually have to push through and stand around with the nades out. So a couple of small things like that can really hurt you.
Yeah. And then trying to hurt the finances if possible. Not going to be the case here. Very convincing round from Lynn Vision. They keep 5 players alive there as well. Hold on to the AWP, more importantly. And looks like maybe a bit of a timeout here. Those in-ears can be a bit uncomfortable when you've got the helicopter headsets on top. So, yeah, just maybe a chance to kind of just reset things, you know. Have you ever tried the in-ears and headset combo?
Yeah, I have on a couple of show match occasions.
Yeah, so I was going to say, in Sydney, I was playing the show match there, and I was like, you have to use in-ears. I was like, I don't really care. Could I just use the headset itself? But that's not a thing. You have to use the in-ears. And, yeah.
It's a different experience. It's one of those things, I mean, you know, I guess we don't highlight it as much as we used to in the past, but like the difference between playing online and LAN, that's one of those things, right? If you're not an experienced LAN player and you get a shot, but it's one of your first time, you're like, oh wow, you know, and there's a crowd as well, and like there's a whole thing, right? So obviously these guys have probably tried it before a couple of times, but some of them we definitely know, but still, it's a different feel from being in your bedroom.
We need someone to really step up the game with the in-ears technology and get like full soundproofing with just the in-ears on.
Okay, that's what you're looking for?
Maybe. I'm not sure if technology allows it. I'm not sure if science would even get us there, because I guess it's more about the sound entering your head more than your ear canals. But
yeah. Myself personally, I've quite I don't know, most esports headsets. I think there are a couple now on the market that have changed it, but most esports headsets are what are called closed cup headsets.
Okay.
And I've started using open cup headsets at home, and it's a really different world. Like, it's not great if you're in like a noisy environment because it'll let a lot of the noise in.
Sure.
But the cool thing is, it kind of feels like, doesn't feel like you're wearing a headset when you hear the noise. It actually feels like the noise just in the room with you.
I see what you mean.
There were speakers coming in from the outside. Like,
so it allows them to have like more of a surround sound experience, I suppose, because there's like more space for the sound to travel.
I never noticed this before, but I've noticed it now that I've sort of been playing around with it a little bit more. When you got the open cup, like you can sit with an open cup headset for like hours and hours. Now, if I put it on a closed cup headset now, I feel so restricted and locked in. Like my ears get like fatigued way quicker. So I don't know if it's a thing anyone else is experiencing, but yeah, that's my new thing.
Well, I'm glad that kind of filled some time there. We needed it. That was a good like 1-minute segment on headsets and the different options you have available to you.
There we go.
As we get into random raids here, the opening frag, it's Kaze hunting for it toward the dark room here with the smoke down. Won't be able to find much, as the bomb is currently outside A main as well. It's going to be Advent who just dropped it off. Quite a subdued start here. Lynn Vision not giving much away as they look to tie things up 4-4. And bear in mind, as we mentioned, it's a very T-sided map here. So they've already got 3 rounds. They'll be quite happy with that. It's their pick. So anyone's game here. And we'll see if this B attack that's looking likely will come through for TYLOO.
This is what we've seen quite a bit in the European current meta, is that you're trying pincer that B bomb site, dropping down and coming through dark at the same time. And it feels like if you win that dark fight, it's so hard for the rest of the team to hold the bomb site. You could see it even now. If one of these 2 players die, if G gets out-dueled here, it's probably over. So it looks like that's pretty much what TYLOO is trying to do, although they will not win the fight at the beginning. Good shot onto Mercury. He's going to be dead. And a bit of a smoke to slow them down afterwards. So far so good. There's a rotation coming in. Now they got 3 players on the bomb site, and it almost looks like they wanted to go aggressive on the A side, but they're going to keep it cool for a while here. Under 40 seconds, Henry. This is going to be potentially difficult for the T side if they can't open up that dark position.
Well, there's only 2 CTs actually residing within the bomb site here, but G is in a prime spot to find his 2nd kill. He'll convert it as well. Takes down Jam Young. Great response with the incendiary being dropped. popped in the air. They're just kind of leaping into choke points now, hoping they can win a scrappy duel. It's not going to happen. This is very convincing from Lynn Vision. 5 versus 2, Kaze and Advent. Nothing to do, I'm afraid. And in terms of loss bonus, they won't have much to speak of going forward as well. So they might just be better off saving the AWP and the AK-47. I think that's the call. 5 seconds remaining indeed. And so, yeah, Lynn Vision carried through that round by G, getting himself 3 lovely shots there. Defensive towards the darkroom as well, allowing them to walk into his crosshair and then pushing them back towards B main. Like I said, loss bonus at $1,900 as we get into the next round.
Go so far as to say that he cheated them out of the server, Henry.
Cheated them. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you could say that. It's one of the options available.
I've got to say, I mean, this is, you know, if you wanted to analyze some of these situations, you'd say, where are some of the aggressive, you know, flashbangs, especially in that first kill? Like, there are lots of grenades you can throw around. You can throw them outside of the bomb site as well. He has a very, very clear scope to get a lot of those fights in, and that's probably something that you'd want to see change from TYLOO's point of view. Just make it a bit more uncomfortable for him, or make it so that once he gets the first one, he's immediately having to backtrack and run back from someone else who's trying to hunt him down.
See a lot of CT pressure being applied here, not allowing them to get close to that dark room. Smoked off, Molotov to deny any sort of access, and speaking of Molotovs, we have one in return here. So another smoke deployed. Mercury, yeah, he probably has to second guess it now. He can't capitalize upon it. Ambitious with the Tech 9 at that range to hope he could win the duel, but at least gets information. There's no CT behind the smoke, I suppose. And bear in mind, this is where TYLOO are fully invested. This could be a huge swing round if Lynn Vision can keep it up, and they've looked like the better team here on Anubis, I have to say, and it's going to be a very confident frag to open things up. Another 5-on-4 advantage here for Lynn Vision.
Well, let's see if they can get some grenades over again. Just some smoke, some flashbangs to get rid of that AWP, or at least make it uncomfortable. I would love to see that. Speaking of the AWP, it's actually all across the map, so just going to be the AK's on the other side here. Good little step on over as the smoke gets blown up. They're trying to go for the bomb plant right away, but actually, Starry, that's hungry. He wanted to get the shot before the bomb was even planted. I don't think it was even necessary. They're probably going to be fine anyway, but yeah, at least they have got the 1 versus 4 here.
And from what we've seen today, these two teams don't want to go for the hero plays. They don't want to try and win these 1 versus 4s. They're just playing the percentages, keep the AWP up. We've got the bomb planted. That will help things going forward, but bear in mind, they only got $2,400 into the round. You can see that's reflected. With their loss bonus coming through, they're averaging about 32 with the bomb being planted. So they'll save the AWP. Not all is lost, but it's still a pretty unhealthy situation to find yourself in. The third map, according to the numbers, the stats, was always going to be likely. These guys play each other a lot, as you can imagine. They've played 13 times this year, 13 different series. And on Anubis, I look back for the data, Lynn Vision always seem to find very convincing wins on this particular map. It's a new day with CS2, I suppose, and the fact TYLOO had a great resurgence on map number 1. It was like a 9-3 deficit. They recovered to a 13-10 win. But Anubis was always going to be very tricky. And there we go. It's going to be the second timeout. And we'll reiterate one more time. At this tournament, we're using 4 timeouts instead of the standard 3.
Yeah. So. Well, something that I guess we haven't really seen is just a straight-up fight to try and claim control of that little spot outside of the A-bomb site where the beans are.
The bean room?
The bean room. They're not fighting for that so much at the moment, TYLOO. They've been trying middle quite a bit, and to varying degrees of success. Yeah. I feel like this B-bomb site's being locked down now. They're not willing to fight at dark, and they're not getting in without giving up a bunch of casualties. So.
Yeah, they're not really. It's not really applying pressure. We said it's a T-sided map, but they're not really making the CTs look like they're out of their depth at any stage of this one. I like that speculative shot through the smoke to see if you can blow it open. And as mentioned, this is going to be more financial troubles here. They go for the half buy, TYLOO. They save the AWP. Still a potent round, Anders, with the Tech 9 and Force buy, the execution potential you have. There's still a chance. He's got that bomb planted. He set up the AWP for the post-plant situation. You never know. You've got to get past jail first, though, but a perfectly timed smoke, of course, deployed by Lynn Vision. Puts them in good stead. They can bolster their defenses now, and TYLOO will have to readdress the map and see what else they can do, because middle haven't really made any progress there thus far. They'll try and give it a go here.
Well, right now would be a good time to hit the middle. There's nobody rotating back from the CT side, so they're going to be able to get really deep in there.
Yeah, it's that hold where Zach will be holding from the camera room, and he'll just be, with utility in hand. As soon as he spots one, he'll call the temple could be open. He'll try and deny access towards A. It's a really nice setup, considering what they're up against. That flashbang's pretty brutal, though. There's the incendiary that's going to run through it, try and swarm him. Nice approach. They get the second kill cleanly. You never know. Wasn't as clean as they would like, but a 3-on-3 with rifles recovered, Anders, and the orb still in play. Bear that in mind. We are going to see the bomb going down. One smoke remaining now. Where do they want to use it? It's towards heaven. It costs Mercury his life. I don't think Kaze can get that kill. I tell a lie. He absolutely destroys Westmelon, and they've got a fighting chance here.
They have another Molotov even on G behind this one, but this is a very awkward round. It could mean a lot for TYLOO if they can pick this one up. Not a lot of money, or actually there is on some of them. I was going to say Westmelon's a bit low on money, but everyone else is doing absolutely fine. Starry, he can't win the fight, and now it's just the AWP, and they're going to be running away with it again. TYLOO with 5 rounds. Okay, this is really, really important for them. Unlikely having to run through the Molotov with Tech 9s, but they actually converted into a victory.
Unbelievable. We said it could be a dangerous round. They had to trade out efficiently in towards that A bomb site. They managed to go toe-to-toe, bring it back down to a 3 versus 3. They recover the rifles, smoke down towards heaven. I thought that was a death sentence, as Mercury did start to fight back at that stage. He was dropped. Felt like they were down and out, but it's going to be TYLOO tying things up, if anything. And the money should be okay, as Anders stated. They still have plenty of cash. Westmelon needed a drop, but they still have 4,600 in reserve for G, the AWP. And we get to round number 11 here, the dying stages of this second map first half. And it's G this time positioned towards B main. Now, bear in mind, the AWPers do get a lot of freedom on this map. You can pretty much just pick and choose at the start. We saw them go towards window. The A side now is going to be trying to find the opening pick, as we see Zaka as well getting a little bit of trouble here towards middle. The smoke doesn't do much to dissuade TYLOO, as they have got double doors control, but the incendiary denies them much further. The smoke down towards temple and back to this defensive setup, trying to disallow control of camera.
Good flashbangs coming in from outside. Can't believe he even got any shots off there. 2 flashbangs coming in, absolutely huge. Jam Young with a double kill, and yeah, this is starting to look a lot better for them. Change of pace, going a lot quicker at it, and you could tell Saka kind of knew what was coming really early on. Like, he had the right idea. He just didn't have the tools to shut it down. Going to be 6 on the side of TYLOO, and digging into that CT side economy as much as they can at the moment.
Yeah, we haven't seen much hunting today, Anders, though. Both of these teams more than happy to allow their opposition to hold on to the little they have. This time it's quite a lot, though. The AWP, the M4, they've got full utility belts as well, but the hunt has been called. They're going to give it a go as they start to pincer in towards his T-spawn position. You can see it's Starry. We'll have to protect G, the president, at this point. He's got the AWP. They lose both these weapons. They're in a lot of trouble, as he's going to go 6-5. 1 round to go, and it looks like the hunt is unsuccessful for now. They get that AWP at the end. Okay, that's massive.
Yeah.
That is huge. Sure, he saves the M4 there, but TYLOO disallowing the AWP into the next round gives him a really good fighting chance. I don't think... well, it did get recovered, or they had enough money to buy another one. I think we did say G had like $4,600, so yeah, he had enough to at least get Kevlar and the AWP going forward. Definitely many couldn't drop those. It does have some ramifications here. In terms of the utility, they're actually pretty good. They've made this round work. A couple of helmets missing in the mix. Won't be a big deal in the final round of the half. And in terms of kits as well, they do have a couple. So yeah, they've actually made it work here despite losing the AWP. We get to that final round here of the first half. TYLOO looking to take a 7-5 lead if possible.
They almost run into Kaze there. He could have maybe had that shot. Could have also gone down from the looks of it. And they're going to be just tracking back. They decide, okay, it's a double push outside of the B bomb side. What are the chances that they're going to have 3 people towards this A side? They are slowed down by that smoke, unfortunately.
This is going to be another 8 splits here. This one much quicker, though. You can see you've got a lot of assertion behind this. There's 3 players ready and waiting to get into the aforementioned bean room, as we will see Amelia and Zaka both playing towards this fountain position, just trying to pivot off each other as they are getting a lot of presence now. The Molotovs are deployed towards heaven and the bricks position. First kill will be very important, and the swing comes through. Mercury absolutely eviscerates them with the spray.
Not that easy to sort of readjust your crosshair and keep the recoil under control like that, but he did a great job.
Yeah,
And this is the final round of the half, so there's going to be no saving here for Lynn Vision. You are going to have to try and go for this one. 3 versus 5. One of them with the AWP and with very limited grenade to try and follow it up here. Moja apparently showing his knee just a bit, and Starry's able to take him down. It's not ideal, but Mercury, he just continues. 3 kills on him before he finally goes down. G in the middle is gone, and now it's just Westmelon, 17 health. He's going to get dropped 7-5 in the first half in favor of TYLOO, and that is all quite good.
All things considered, there was that kind of spell of rounds for Lynn Vision. They got 3 in a row, but dealing out equal punishment. It's going to be TYLOO looking actually pretty poised to find a 2-0 here. It's a T-sided map, 7-5, pretty run-of-the-mill, but still a good recovery there. Looked like Lynn Vision had everything going in their favor. It's going to be another very important pistol round, ladies and gentlemen. How sick are you hearing that? In CS2 right now, they have a lot of weight behind them, unfortunately, with the current economy. Jam Young posting 15 kills, by the way. It's G at the top of Lynn Vision as well. We had some great moments with the AWP. We saw the AWP in the second round, which is very rare, to be honest with you. Didn't really work out for them. That was the start of the comeback. But bear in mind, that first half, a little bit scrappy. There was a lot of force buying, a lot of back and forth there. We talked about that war of attrition. It was TYLOO that certainly won that. But in the mid stages, Lynn Vision showed that he might be able to convert this one once again. They'll move it to the T side now, and we'll see what kind of approach they bring to the table. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our elimination game, lower brackets of Group A. If TYLOO can pick up this map, they lock out their rivals, Lynn Vision, out of the tournament on day 1.
Yeah, they're probably, you know, again, given the history, how much they played each other, probably going to be quite happy to be able to do that here on home ground. But I'd say we're far from done. 7-5 is the scoreline.
It's never that easy,
It's never that easy, you're right.
So, we've got 7 guns for TYLOO here. Couple of dual elites available for Mercury and Kaze. P2000. This is an interesting setup. So you're trying to take all the aggro with the P2000, then you've got dual elites in tandem. Oh, yeah, we're actually to see it come through as well. So this may be a bit of an anti-strat, and this is a very strange setup.
It really is, but like you said, they played each other so much. Yep, there's the attention. Give it away. You're not going to be ready for it. Running into the first set of dualies, but that's the bomb down. You're right. Are you going to expect it? They're moving forward with the dualies. They're actually outflanking their Mercury. Good couple of shots. He might get their swimming wheel. Starry's out of it. And now it's Amelia. 1 versus 3. Talk about anti-strat. I think you're right. That's one of those calls you make when you have a good bit of intel on what the other team is doing.
There's no team in the world is going, right, let's do the old classic 4 pistols behind the double doors, baited in by the P2000. Like, it's a really cool anti-strat. If that's what it is, it looks likely to be the case. But, yeah, Lynn Vision running their standard pistol, perhaps, and getting a lot more than they bargained for. Amelia could still do something with this. It's the first gush, but there it is. He takes out Mercury. He makes things uncomfortable, but no bomb planted, bear in mind. So it does beg the question now. Like, the chips are sort of down right now. You're a map down. You've lost the second half pistol. Maybe you do need a bit of a miracle here. I don't think they force buy because they didn't get the plant down, but it does allow TYLOO to get 2-0 to kick things off here. Really nice setup. He got a little bit scrappy with this Mercury swing here. The dualies can be a little bit wild at times, but he makes it work, and it's a pretty convincing finish. He already found the bomb early on, and it will be the full eco here. So 9-5, pretty much guaranteed.
The fact that it was the bomb through the doors as well, there was just a very, very hard round to get back into. All right, I'm seeing a couple of Deagles in play. That's about it.
Yeah, no Kevlar, though. I don't know, these rounds still, like, we commentated a lot of CS2 recently. It seems like the full ecos seem to have a bit more oomph to them than CSGO. It seems like the rounds you think are a foregone conclusion tend to spiral the most. I don't think TYLOO will give this one up, but against those Deagles, they've got MP9s here. You never know. A couple of jammy shots coming through could actually be onto something here. Like, a victory would be the bomb plant here in this sort of round, and they're going to head towards the A side of the map. We've got 1 flashbang, so let's try and get control of the A main/bean room, and at this point, flash over and hope for the best. But Advent can be baited in by Mercury. It should be absolutely fine. He won't swing until the M4 takes first contact.
Yeah, that is, in fact, the idea. A little bit of a flash to set it up. They haven't still found him. There's Advent. A couple of shots, but at least they get something back. And now they can pick up the M4 and the MP9. Just tickling a little bit here, Kaze. Bomb is planted.
They can lose
now
this.
the swings wide. Yes, they can. G's still back there. 1 versus 2. Could he find another headshot? He's being hunted down. And now putting up a little bit of a grenade to try and do something with. Not going to flash them, really. And they have some time in the pocket still. That bomb is planted, though. Another headshot for G. Could he actually do it? He's got 3 kills, and Jamyang, he doesn't have the kit. He can't just defuse the bomb to put the pressure on. Oh, it's already running down. I can't believe it. 2 deagles, and it's enough here to be able to win the round. Clock has simply run down for Jamyang. He gets the kill, but he cannot win the round.
No.
This is a disastrous turn of events for TYLOO.
Oh, we said like the bomb being planted, that'd be like, that would be a success, a bit of a victory. But they absolutely fumble at TYLOO with the opening couple of frags there, but the Glock's doing most of the heavy lifting. The bomb got planted, and amazing work there towards A main. I didn't think he stood any sort of a chance of winning it. I thought, yeah, sure, he maybe finds a couple more kills, but he doesn't take the bait and the fake defuse. The deagle shots start landing here, and it gets very, very uncomfortable. And as they get punished, it's TYLOO giving up the absolute gimme of a round there. That was a lock-in. That should be the round that you're just like, not even really considering that you could lose. And it's a couple of deagles, no armor, 1 flash, and it's Lynn Vision back in the driving seat now. So initial nade to blow the smoke. No one spotted, and just to note as well, TYLOO will be force buying back in return. That's an absolute gut punch of a round to give over, though.
It is, man. I think you're right, though. They were meant to be playing off the M4, but the M4 was peeking on the right-hand side of the center of the bomb site instead of the other side. So that meant they got in really deep there. The flashbang to set it up, it just kind of all spiraled from there. Not exactly ideal.
Anything but.
Max 7 in play. 2 MP9s. A 5.7 and an M4. That's what TYLOO have got to work with. Maybe it's going to be Asians here. They're going to show us a little bit of the shotgun action, because the Europeans haven't been able to do it so far, Henry.
Yeah, like we said, we commented many maps. The shotgun meta seems to be left behind. It's purchased a lot, but it doesn't seem to really do anything. We've seen a few Mag 7s today. This time in the hands of Mosier. Bear in mind, this is their force buy as well. Give this one up. Lynn Vision probably be tying up the scoreline. 8-8, no problem. Media, very confident peak, and that's pretty much all they had going for them on the B bomb side, Anders, because I think they might as well save the little they have right now. The shotguns, the MP9s, the M4, as this round's over.
Yeah, why not? Don't know if there's going to be much of a hunt either. It's not like they have a lot of money on the T side.
Exactly,
so.
and you'd just be risking your AKs and potentially finding an MP9. It's not really worth it.
Definitely not. So, chill end to the round. A little bit of a chance for everyone to catch their breath. Jamyang still playing quite well. It's 17 kills there, but yeah, this is a big opening that Lynn Vision bought themselves by winning that previous double deagle round. And they're going to be enjoying the fruits of that now. Starry looking on over. Are people calling it Bean's Room, or are we just doing it now?
Don't throw me in there. You're calling it Bean Room. I'm just joining in for this map. People call it A main traditionally, but I like Bean Room. I think they're coffee beans, right? So, you know what? I've actually got Go TV today. I'm going to go. I've disconnected.
I don't know why.
Have a look.
Why are beans inherently funny?
There they are. Legumes. I don't know. They just have a bit of a comedic element to them. I agree with you. There are coffee beans, I would say.
Well, there we go.
Not the high-res models we were looking for, more of like a JPEG over the top of some wooden barrels there, but...
Come on, Source 2.
Yeah. Would be quite cool if you could shoot them, all the beans are exploding everywhere. If it gets naded, that would be nice.
That's what I'm looking for. Make the beans interactive. That's...
Make beans great again.
That's exactly... We should popularize that.
So, as mentioned, TYLOO did save at least a bit. Not much. MP9s. Jamyang with the M4, Max 7 for Mosier. Looks very likely we'll see this tied up at 8-8. It's Nuka's the third map, which is looking more and more likely as the second half continues here. Bear in mind, it's a very T-sided affair on Anubis. Advent with the first chance of a frag. Doesn't work out for him. Does some damage, but that's about it.
Mosier up close here. Gets these Sackers on the other side, jiggling, but they're never really catching each other, it seems like. 3 people at the A-bomb site. They've just left the entire B portion of the map here for the CTs. Going to be grenades raining in. We'll see if the MP9 of the shotgun can do anything. Oh, there's a good headshot. You can't find the next one. There's a little bit of a lineup here. They come for the smoke anyway. And it's a 2 versus 2. The bomb has been picked up again, so at least they didn't lose that in that little excursion, but
yeah,
this is getting awkward.
Kaze looked like he was just destined for 2 frags there. Thankfully, they trade out. Lynn Vision still have the advantage, I would say. But with 30 seconds, it's dual elites for Mercury. And he doesn't have Kevlar to speak of either, so he would do very well. I think he needs to play defensively towards main, just like that, and try and deny the plant. But an A split or just an A attack from the camera room looks to be very likely. Jamyang, 8 bullets in the clip.
I don't know. This is so awkward.
He can't even double frag this one.
Oh, but they're right on top, and he spun around. Oh, he was potentially in an interesting position if they were coming through almost any other angle, but that's where they come through.
Yeah, didn't have a chance to reload there. Compromised position, as mentioned. Mercury's got no Kevlar, dual elites. Might just be better off saving one of those rifles at this stage. I don't think he's winning this one.
Yeah, it doesn't feel very likely at the moment.
Let's grab an AK, get the hell out of Dodge.
That was such a great start. Maybe just waiting for them to get blown over, I guess. But
yeah, true.
Yeah, what a start to the round for them. The Max 7, the smoke up on top, and then it just wasn't quite enough, but it was real close, wasn't it? Okay, well, we're tied up 8-8 the scoreline. And TYLOO, I mean, they'd saved from the previous round to get into this one, so I guess they were in an all-right position, but...
If they get that double kill, the MP9, it was a nice bait and switch with the shotgun towards the fountain position. If he gets double kill, Kaze that is, you never know. This is the position here, we can see it on the screen. He has the perfect opportunity to get Zaka, and G should have been his as well, but good trading potential, goes down to that 2-on-2. Jamyang with 8 bullets in the magazine. Nothing really could be done at that point as we tie things up. Nuke the deciding map. Bit of a classic between these two. It's Lynn Vision that takes the majority of the nuke outings, but it seems to be in the map pool every time they play. Always go to 3 maps. It's never a 2-0. And with that previous round, looks like that trend might continue here. Flashbang through the dark smoke. Are they going to push any further? They certainly are. This is a nice little aggressive assault here towards the canals. Kind of calculated risk, some could say.
It's a popular phrase these days.
Yeah.
A lot of analysts are bringing it up. I must say, I would have loved to have seen them continue that play. I realize it's very risky, but I guess my point is it's already risky once you're doing that. So it'll be fun to see them continue. They are going to be falling back, and I guess if anything else, it's put a little bit of a slowdown onto Lynn Vision. They're not quite sure what's happening in the middle now.
Yeah, but you can wait out those smokes, and the problem is when we talk about CT aggression on Anubis, is there's nowhere to hide. Once you've actually established any sort of control, you have to kind of peel back towards the bomb site itself, as displayed here. So sure, you definitely delay them, but it costs you a lot of utility for that sort of push. That's 2 smokes and flashes. They had to try and get canals controlled. Didn't really work out for them, and Kaze, he's dead, surely. And it's got backup from Advent as well, but it's just raining fire here on the A bomb site, and they're getting absolutely mauled by Lynn Vision. You look guaranteed now to find the advantage here on Anubis. 9-8 is locked in. Jamyang and Mosier, nothing they can do. Very nice attack there towards the A side of the map. You can see how uncomfortable TYLOO were throughout the entire round. That's just like good information. I guess like if you felt that deep smoke towards canals, you're assuming they've put at least 2 players into exploring that position. They're pretty far removed from the A bomb side there. So there were 2 players for TYLOO on the bomb side, but Molotov'd out of position, flashed to hell and back. And it's going to be the clean sweep. Lynn Vision don't give anyone up here as they take the lead 9-8.
Not that bad, you know. In spite of being a little bit far behind at one point here, Lynn Vision clawing their way back into the game. Took a lot of damage onto 2 of the players, but they made it through no problem. They're going to be able to save the rifles on the CT side, so they've got that to work with. But man, this is... They're kind of running out of steam a little bit. Advin's got 4 kills, so he's also struggling individually. Jamyang, he's got 18, which is really good, but a lot of those were in the first. I think it was like 15 kills in the first half. So it's been about 4 kills since then.
So bear in mind as well, TYLOO won the pistol. And then against the Deagles and Glocks, they lost everything. And since then, it's been 4 rounds in a row. So TYLOO were in a prime position to get a good start here in the second half. Losing to Glocks, though, it's unforgivable. And it looked like it might actually cost them the map as they, once again, cannot fully purchase into this one. They've lost Jamyang to kick things off as he challenges G with the AWP in hand. An early 5-4. As they hunt for double digits, smoke goes down, trying to just upgrade the pistol, I guess. Is that an M4? Okay, so something recovered.
It's probably worth it. What a flashbang. No shot. No shot. Nothing to do about that one. Kaze is probably going to be toast as well here. A little bit of a pre-fire. All right. Tiny bit more patience. He probably just has that one straight up. I think that was going to be a peak either way. But you know what? They're in a 5 versus 3. I think Emilia's checking out the A-bomb side, and The rest of TYLOO just grouped up in the middle. The bomb is really far away. Even if they find a kill, they're not going to find a bomb on the ground anywhere. So, yeah, this is getting absolutely slaughtered in the middle. Mercury, the last one left. Lynn Vision about to be at 10 rounds.
Yeah, pretty much locked in. Mercury's nothing he can do about it. And the streak continues. That's now 5 rounds in a row after losing the pistol. It's their kind of home turf here on Anubis, and they always seem to win it. And with Nuke up next as well, that seems to be more favored towards Lynn Vision. They were the favorites going into this series. Arguably should have won the first map as well. You're 9-3 up, and then a complete collapse.
True.
In the second half has led them to this position where they got to close things out in 3, but I just don't feel like Anubis is a problem for them right now. Very, very convincing rounds here as Westmelon will confirm the final kill on Mercury as well. They have been pretty conservative with their funds, at least. They've still got money here. They could even bring out a double orb setup, which I don't expect, but the option's there. As you can see, plenty of money. The thing is why I mention it is because when things really start to go wrong, that's a perfect time to sort of kind of mix things up completely, have a turret to one side of the map, and maybe be a little bit aggressive elsewhere. Great flashbangs and mid-control in general here from Starry, as Mercury could only find 1 in return. So we'll have a look. It's going to be a tactical timeout. As mentioned, you get 4 of them in this tournament, as TYLOO certainly need to find a remedy to their problem here, because it's more than spiraling now. It's gone out of control.
And to be honest as well, one of the things that worked really well for TYLOO on Overpass was these aggressive sort of moves out of the bomb sites to look for kills. And that's one of the things that's so hard to do on this map on the CT side. It's very tricky to do that successfully.
Well, we've seen one gambit from them in that sense. Like we saw the canals push, but like if you don't find anything, you can't just hold those positions. There's no strong spots to actually control and maintain. So is it a double orb setup? No, it's just going to be Kaze as we get into round 19 here. Lynn Vision touching distance of map points. Nuke, as mentioned, is the 3rd. As we do have to say goodbye to one of these teams today in the lower bracket final here at Group A. So G setting up the flashbang for his teammates here. The CT's that aggressive little pushing towards canals again. So they have got some moves here, but hasn't given them too much apart from some basic information. And it could be the A split coming through. Starry, decent mid-control. The temple is smoked as well. He's just making sure everything is clear. Plenty of time as well. They might just hold these positions. Second smoke down towards temple.
Might be worth just waiting around here, though.
Yeah.
Still really early on. It's a deep position to have. There's 1 minute and 10 seconds.
You're lacking so much information on the CT side. They need to push somewhere. Okay, they're at least being active.
Oh, Emilia, that was real close. He's going to take a step up, but the flick is not connected there. And now they're going to know. They throw a grenade, but it's just the HE lands on top of one of them. Maybe just a flashbang even. Didn't look like it was. Thought it was an HE, but 40 seconds. That's a nice Molotov to slow them down ever so slightly. They'll still have to worry about that mid-rotation. I think Kaze is walking into what certainly should be his death right here. Yeah, Starry's waiting for it. Oh, he's going to try and knife him. No, this is so dangerous. Oh, running up behind him. We got 25 seconds left. Advent's getting a kill. It's all out madness now. They know about the backstab, but can they do anything about it? Emilia goes down. It's still looking good here for Lynn Vision. 2 versus 3. And Moja going to be a smoke off a little bit further out. Oh, he's back showing. Gee, he could have been dead right then and there. The HE might just do it and turn it into a 2 versus 2, but no. It doesn't catch him. I don't even know how.
6 rounds in a row for Lynn Vision. This one was closer, sure, but the bomb down, 3 versus 2. It looks like we're done as Advent has been detected inside the smoke. Both players behind that, and just look like they're going for it. Like they're running out of ideas, running out of space and time. As Lynn Vision, after losing the pistol, have built up a massive streak. Yeah, huge finances available for them as well. Everyone on the team has 5 digits of cash handers, so that's quite rare to see in MR12, honestly. So, yeah, they're absolutely fine with the rest of this half. There will be no further ecos from Lynn Vision. And at the top of the scoreboard is G, the sniper, of course, 20 kills to his name. He's been finding those opening picks, closing rounds down as well. And we will see the dying stages of Anubis here. It feels like there's not really much to talk about from TYLOO. They won the pistol handers and nothing else since. Like they've tried a couple of maneuvers on the CT side, but they're getting blown out of the proverbial water right now.
They absolutely are. There's no other way around it.
Is this like an eco as well? Yeah, so looking at the barrel of map points, and you've got to present a partial buy on the CT side with just a few pistols and some basic utility.
Wow, well, I think we're starting to learn why this map historically has gone the way of Lynn Vision, right? We're seeing the trend here that CT side is
well, exactly. Like if TYLOO were going to give up the second round, the gimme round, I always say, if you're going to give it up to Glocks and a couple of Deagles, maybe this one wasn't for you. Advent, if he gets the double there, he might have saved the day. If he gets a double frag and recovers a rifle, you never know. But they're still yet to post a round after 6 conceded. Nothing going in their favor on the CT side. I'm sure it's a 4-4, but historically that favors the T side in general, especially when they're fully equipped and you're operating with just pistols here. Not to say it's certainly over, but not looking good with Kaze getting peppered down to 22 points of health.
It's really slowed down the T side, that one kill, but they're going to be making their way through the middle. 3 people with the bomb. Kaze is alone over on this side. It'd be sick if they'd actually pushed him into the B-bomb side, but Lynn Vision probably sensing the danger, realizing, yeah, we are getting kind of funneled this other way. Let's try and buck that trend a little bit and just go towards the A-bomb side instead. And they're going to be able to put the bomb down here behind. No one really there to stop it. So
yeah, like, I wish I could find like a threat to pull on here and how TYLOO could maybe win this force buy and this retake, but that would be the start, I suppose, of the conversation. A nice opening frag, but bear in mind they just don't have the kits, they don't have further utility. The AKs starting to mow them down, even more so now. It's a 1 versus 1, sure, but G is in no position to lose it. That's going to be map points. TYLOO still yet to post a single gun round here in the second half. That's going to be 7 in a row as the third map of Nuke looks completely locked in, Anders.
It truly does. That one was even a better round than we've actually seen in a bit.
Sure.
And it was just the pistols, so yeah, a little bit concerning. TYLOO don't feel at home on this second half. You can tell, and it's coming back to haunt them now. Tactical timeout, the last one that they have.
It's going to have to be a hell of a speech here.
Yeah, the war speech to bring them back.
Yeah, indeed. So you can see as the utility deployed to actually garner this first frag. If he gets the double, as mentioned, like maybe they can do something with the round, but they've fallen very flat here. Bear in mind, Nuke as well, the third map, always seems to go in favor of Lynn Vision as well. And in terms of individual fragging prowess, I would say Lynn Vision have them beat. On overpass, I would say TYLOO look like the better tactical team, like working as a kind of organized unit on the CT side especially.
Yeah.
As you've mentioned a couple of times here on Anubis, you just don't really have those options on the CT side. So those aggressive maneuvers, those set pieces on the defense, you can't really present them too much. And that's where Lynn Vision, in terms of the one-on-one duels, are just coming out on top each and every time. G, especially with the AWP, hasn't had much to deal with. It's going to be Kaze bringing out the same sniper, but one more round will do it for Lynn Vision.
On the TYLOO side of things, they need 4 in a row to try and get this into overtime.
Yeah.
G,
good point.
Wow, running. That was actually Saka with the AWP. I thought it was it's going to be G, but no. Westman to get the only one there. Kaze will finally get one back, and they might just want to walk away from this AWP. It feels like they are already deciding, yeah, they don't really want to take that fight here. Moja, does he see? And now he definitely does, but a nade for his troubles. They are about to try and take this fight against Advent with the AUG. It's a weapon we haven't really seen before in this matchup. Good headshot. And Advent's the one that's really been struggling, but that's a good couple of kills. That might give them a little bit of an extra lease on life here.
Where was that this entire half? That's much more convincing. Use the Auger boys. I think it's actually very meta on the CT side of Anubis. So one of the few maps you'll see it pretty much every outing. On the CT side, it means you can hold more aggressive angles. You can actually have a challenge against the AK-47s, as demonstrated there towards A main. So maybe not all is said and done. 3 rounds in a row, certainly possible. From what we've seen so far, unlikely. But here we go, round number 22. As mentioned, the money was out of control. A few rounds ago for Lynn Vision, they had like 5 players on 5 digits. But after reinvestment of the snipers and all the rifles here, they have a couple more buys in reserve. So if TYLOO can take us up to 12-11, the money would be busted at that point. But I don't know, the way these rounds have gone down, I just don't think we get there. It's just a matter of time before Lynn Vision find the final incision.
Hard not to see that happening, but I mean, I'd be happy to be proven wrong. It'd be cool to see TYLOO make a run of it, but it's hard not to.
It feels like it's too little, too late.
Yeah, that is.
After losing to those Glocks and Deagles, sorry to bring it up again, I feel like that was the death sentence for me. But nice work. They've actually put up a bit of a blockade here and towards the A site. That will smoke down. The T's and CT's feeling the pressure here. It is a 4-on-4, which technically favors Lynn Vision on the T side here, especially on Anubis.
They still have 2 people at the A-bomb site. If they could find Amelia here, if they actually go and hunt for him, which it looks like they're thinking about, he's guarding the beans at the moment. Oh, the timing is ridiculous. Okay, that's going to really put a lot of pressure on Lynn Vision, surely.
Yeah, beans protected for now.
It's important.
Yeah, it is. Coffee beans. That's what keeps the world spinning here at this point. And we've got 35 seconds, Anders. They're going to have to go for a contact play in towards B main. It's G with the orb in his back as well. One key frag and the bomb being planted. The round can be turned on his head here, but you've got 2 CTs lying in wait. Defensive crossfire, it's what you like to see in these sort of advantages. But we'll see if it pays dividends. That should be the round. I don't think you can justify going for it anymore. 15 seconds. Should be a nice frag for Starry. They want to make sure they keep decent players alive here because the money could still be problematic. But yeah, there it is. Double digits. TYLOO now just need 2 to keep the dream alive and take us to overtime. But will they find the remaining players here? It doesn't look like anyone's close, so they'll save the orb and the AK. Like we said, the money's absolutely fine for another buy. Yeah.
That's the big downside. It'd be so much easier for TYLOO if they could have a round here where it's just going to be, you know, Glocks and Tech 9s, but they are just so rich on the Lynn Vision side of things. They're going to keep up the buy for a little while longer, including that AWP on G. So,
well, bear in mind as well, is Lynn Vision that had the 9-3 lead on Overpass. If they give this one up, God, I don't know, like maybe it wasn't meant to be, Anders, because if you lose a 9-3 lead and then your own map pick where you had 4 map points and then you lose it after a perfect performance on the T side, like shows a lack of mental fortitude, if you ask me. But we're a long way from that conversation here. Sure, it's only 2 rounds, but these are the most difficult ones to hold on to. As you see the Molotov deployed in towards the dark room. HE in response as well. No one taking significant damage just yet. It's still on 5-on-5 as Zaka tries to help himself. Gets the information the dark is at least clear. Drops another flashbang here just to keep applying pressure towards Mercury.
Yeah, although good job on Mercury. He goes and checks it out immediately. So he knows that no one is immediately in there. And he can take control back with a smoke of his own. So not allowing himself to be bullied too much in that position. And actually, they're going to double up. This could get a bit interesting. We'll see when the smoke clears if they're going to be able to take down Saka here. He's right next to the smoke at the moment.
I was going to say, that doesn't look like it was timed well. A wasted incendiary. Does it cost them the round? Can't afford to give this one up. Map point for Lynn Vision. Mercury will strike first. It's a double kill, Anders. 5-on-3. So the incendiary, not a problem. They'll still give this round a good go, though. In fact, they know that 2 players in towards dark. They might be onto something here. If they can smoke it off, Molotov that position, there could be a chance for Lynn Vision to close out the game right here, right now. And that's a beautiful shot. Jam Young absolutely destroys G. Anubis will chime in as well, and it's going to be a 5-on-1. And with no bomb plant coming through, I would imagine... Oh, God, that's actually quite significant. Now that's the AK-47s removed and 2 of the hands of the CTs. They can recover 1 more, but still, you might consider throwing the AWP away and getting a 3rd AK, considering you had the money to buy another one. But that's still significant. Like CT, AK-47s are amazing on the defense, especially on Anubis, holding tighter angles. You can have the one-tap potential. They lose a couple of them, but still, don't take anything away from Mercury. This double kill, Jam Young, with a beautiful shot towards the AWP as well. I'd love to see that from his POV. This is the one. Boom. Takes down G, secures the round.
And G was the one that held the Molotov you were talking about. It would have been sick to see him throw that into dark, just to get a sense of what would have happened there. Timeout called as we are 1 round away from overtime here.
Their first timeout as well. They were in cruise control right up until the final hurdle. Now it's 3 rounds against them, and TYLOO looked like it's promising at least to take us to a 3rd. We're starting to see some financial deficits. It's Westmelly's got the Galil. I'm just having a look now. I think Amelia might have a similar story here. He's not yet purchased the Kevlar, so yeah, I think it has to be Galil. There it is. Helmet, basic utility. So we've got 2 Galils, 3 Galils, Anders, and 2 AK-47s. Is this the round they can steal it away, take us to a 3rd, or TYLOO have got enough in the tank here to get us to overtime and get the full reset?
We're about to find out. So curious if they're going to try and apply some more mid-control. I feel like that's something that Lynn Vision have done really well. They had that 1 round where... Was it Sacco snuck into middle to catch Kaze walking back with the EWP? So yeah, maybe some mid-control. Oh, it's a lot of pressure from the CT side. Even if it's grenades, it's kind of funneling them this way. Moja takes a bit of damage, but at least they know what's coming in here. There is that mid-control. They're walking back towards that, going to try and see if they can pin to the bomb site. Rotation is awkward for the CTs. They're getting there, but they're all up on the high ground. I don't know about this one. Kaze, good shot. Moja trying to get in there and help out. The M4's going to be falling as well. Oh, they might be running out of steam right at the end. 3 versus 3. The bomb, though, is it dropped further back? I don't think anyone's picked it up, so... Oh, there we go. They did pick it up. That's good. Good job. 3 versus 3 in the afterplant.
Well, it's been an uphill battle for TYLOO on this second half. Do they crumble at the final hurdle? It looks to be the case. 2 versus 1. Jam Young's going to have to dig deeper than ever. There's nothing he can do. An admirable attempt there from TYLOO, but it all comes crashing down in the final.